Shuswap Community Teaching Garden update on April the 19th. The garden is looking good. We've got beautiful growth in the fall rye. That was planted as a nitrogen fixer, so it holds nitrogen in the ground till you're ready to plant. We had transplanted rhubarb from the perimeter into a single bed, and so that is all. It's there, it's growing. We did get some leaves on there just to add some mulch because this is very dry area. This is very sandy soil, and we don't have water turned on quite yet. We've asked the city to turn the water on for next week before our event, and so it's dry. Like, the surface of the soil is very dry, so mulch is so important for us here. But we did a lot of work in the fall, and so a lot of the beds are quite ready to plant. We just need to do a bit of weeding, straighten things out a little bit, maybe give it a fork just to loosen the soil a bit from the winter compaction. And realistically, a lot of the beds are going to be ready to plant. So we are working with a crop rotation this year. We've got plans for all of that in place. So that's all going to come. Now, next Saturday, April 27th, we're going to have a big work bee, and we would love for you to come and join us. It's from 10 until 1 p.m. Come for as little or as long as you have. Any bit of time helps. We are going to start with a class all to do with compost. Compost is a really big deal. It's how we build soil. It's how we increase our fertility and grow more plants. So it's definitely worth learning more about. We had a class for the Permaculture Guild. We learned more about how to build compost bays, and we also did some layering. But this is going to talk a little bit more in depth about the different ingredients, sort of ratios that you want to know. And it is a bit of a science. So we will teach that at 10, and then we are going to be working. We're actually going to be getting a big dump truckload of compost here. This garden just needs a little bit more. We really want to produce food here. So we are getting about 10 yards of compost. We would love your help with helping us to get it onto our garden beds so we can grow food. The idea now for April 27th is let's get these beds prepped and ready to plant in the following weeks to come. So we have some weeds, you can see. The green things are weeds, though we have some peas that are coming up. We have parsley that overwintered. This area here is going to be Sue's seed planting or seed saving garden, but the garlic came up. We transplanted some green onions last week and some carrots and leeks. This area right here is still, we need to do some more prep in order to get these into permanent raised beds. Just like you can see here, we've got the flat space, but we're actually looking for more of a permanent raised bed. And we mound it in this way so that we can create some clear pathways, that we can loosen up the soil, we can have the drip lines there, and it just makes it a little bit more of a permanent space. So that's what we're looking to do there. Elle Marie has been very busy working in the back area here. She's been building soil. So as you can see, it's quite amazing. You see this big pile here that is a lot of just weeds and grasses, soil. That's what these rows used to be. And they've broken down incredibly. And even this patch here, that one there that's a little bit wider, that was just a big mess of branches and bramble and canes and debris and weeds, and it's broken down into soil. So she's planted some oats there, cover crops. We still have overwintered spinach in place. So Elle Marie, she has been working really hard in this back area. So this is where you can learn more about permaculture, is working with her, alongside her, and she has lots of answers for you, and you will learn while doing right here in her space. So she's got the compost bay there all ready to use so we can get some compost into gardens, but we are also getting some from Bland's. She's been working on the raspberries, getting them cleaned up, and working on the perimeter and getting it mulched. So lots to do, but with lots of people, even for a short amount of time, we can get a lot done. And this is a beautiful space. We're going to have snacks and drinks. We'll have some education. We'll have great people to socialize with, learn while doing up here at the Shuswap Community Teaching Garden. Bring your questions. Bring a pair of gloves if you need. We have gloves here though too. We have tools here, and we will have everything that you need to learn how to grow more of your own food for your household and for the community. Saturday, April 27th from 10 to 1 is on our website, shoeshopfood.ca, under events.